Now we are going to look at how you can attempt a task, writing task 2. As you know, that's the essay of 250 words. Now, there can be many kinds of writing tasks that you can get, and it would be useful to practice different types. One type of writing task is given here. This is what we would call a problem solution type of task. Some problem has been given. You have to give the causes of that problem, and explaining the causes, you have to then come to the results of that, which is the problem, and then the solution to that. So let's start from here first. Here is first a statement. The statement is traffic congestion seems to be increasing. This is what we will call a simple statement. Now, we have to understand this statement. For instance, do you understand what congestion means? Part of starting an essay is to understand what is the subject that we are talking about. Here, we are talking about traffic congestion. Obviously, we are talking about roads. We are talking about something called congestion, which can be blockage, which can be obstruction. We also use a word clogged. Clogged means blocked. When the roads are blocked and things can't move freely. So if you understand what the topic is, you can deal with it very well. But if you have some doubt about the word that is used in the statement itself, then you will not get down to the basics of understanding the problem. So here we have this problem of traffic congestion in our cities. Generally, we think it is in our cities because, and not in the rural areas, and also in big cities, it is more likely. You have to decide whether you want to talk about traffic congestion all over the world. Is it a problem all over the world? It doesn't mention here, so you can think about it as being a universal problem. Or you can think of it as a problem in your country. That is, in your country, traffic congestion has increased. Maybe it is not everywhere, but only in your country, or maybe in your city. So, depending upon that, you can start discussing the causes of traffic congestion. Read the task carefully, see what it demands. What do you think are the causes of traffic congestion? Causes. Now, causes are very important because they lead to consequences. There are certain results or consequences of causes. So, it is very important to identify what are the causes, and that is what the question asks. But also see how the question is framed. The question is framed like this: what do you think? So here there is an element of personal opinion also. What do you think? So you could say that from what you have seen or observed in your city, what you read about constantly, or what you experience yourself in your city, or what you have seen happening in the world around you, that has led you to think about these causes. What do you think? So you can, it's a very open-ended question, so you can enumerate a number of causes. Okay? So since it is in the plural, causes, not one cause, many causes. And hence will require many solutions. So the problem, if it is due to many reasons, then it will have many answers also. Many solutions can be suggested. So what do you have to do? In the first part of your essay, you would have to identify the causes. You could say cause 1, increase of cars. Perhaps cause 2 might be increase in industry. Cause 3 could be population. That is, lot of houses, lot of buildings, and poor planning. There could be a number of causes. So when you list your causes, make sure that you do give a few examples of how we see this happening in our cities. So you can take the example of a few cities. If you know about industrialization in some cities, or you can see that there are some other problems of overpopulation and of vehicular traffic, that is what you can give there. And you can also mention public transport, whether there is a lot of public transport or less, because if there's less public transport, there will be more cars. So these things exist in a relationship, that is, the causes will have certain consequences. If there are more cars, what would be the consequences? So the consequences here would be the pollution. That's part of the problem. There would be other consequences. There would be accidents, traffic accidents. Then there would be loss of time because people would reach late wherever they have to go, and so on. So there would be the consequences. That's the next part that you will discuss. Causes, then the consequences. And then the solutions, because can be done, what, if anything, can be done to reduce the problems? It's a very clever question. What, if anything? Okay? Well, what's the meaning of saying that? That means that perhaps you have room to say that not much can be done about the situation. And you can say that it is very difficult to address this problem of traffic congestion in the cities. But you will have to give reasons why it is difficult. You'll have to say it is difficult because towns have been planned in a certain way, or perhaps there is not enough local authority to enforce the rules, etc. So what can be done? So you can suggest certain solutions to these problems. Remember that the kinds of problems that you have specified, similarly you have to give the solutions. So to have a well-rounded, comprehensive essay, you must focus on reduction of the problems. You could say that the problems can be reduced by, and then give several ways in which that can be done. And